would also like to join with the members of the House in thanking the Honorable Governor for his address and speak on a few points only, which I feel is quite relevant in the matters of the state and my constituency also. So, way back in 2018, I was on my feet requesting the Honorable Chief Minister to look into matters which were related to decongestion of the city, because this has been a persistent problem, and wherever you go, in whichever gathering you meet people, first thing comes into mind is traffic jams. Then we had suggested, in fact, I suggested to the Honorable CM at that time, that perhaps we should look into having school buses compulsorily for all the schools in Shillong town and perhaps in Tura and Jowai also. The matter would be examined, was the reply of the Honorable Chief Minister. I am glad, sir, that this matter has been examined. Because a couple of days ago, I received a report from the Sustainable Transport and Efficient Mobility Society, STEMS. Now, coincidentally, or ironically, these buses, is the company that runs it, it's called STEMS, the society. But STEM is also a color, yellow color, the word in the local language in Khasi. No? Bus STEM they call it, means the yellow bus. And it's painted yellow also. In this report, if you see, sir, the arguments that were raised by many members of society was that having buses will be difficult, which will clog the streets even more. If you go through this report, sir, which has been made by the society under the Chief Executive Officer, Ms. Isawanda Lalu, there are testimonials from both students and teachers. Parents, these are testimonials from parents. My children ride with a smile. Smaller buses should be implemented for smaller routes and roads. It's good, safe, and comfortable for our kids. Expansion of the bus route network to cover more areas. One STEMS bus, takes 10 cars off the road but occupies the space of 2.5 cars, effectively freeing up space of approximately 8 cars. For carbon emissions and fuel savings, the data is adjusted based on STEMS, fuel use and carbon emission. And they also given STEMS has significantly eased traffic congestion, promoting sustainable urban mobility and making Shillong a more livable city for its residents. There are a lot of testimonies, sir. All positive testimonies. So I must thank the society under the government who has created it for taking this issue seriously. So I received this perhaps because some of the buses are parked in my compound for lack of space. But here, sir, there's one question I'd like the government to do, the Transport Department, is urge upon the schools that having STEM buses, having buses for the children to go to school is a very, very viable option, and the testimonials prove it. Otherwise, we were under the impression that we can't send our children to school or my grandchildren in a bus because of danger. Nowhere has there been an incident of any child being hurt physically or even in any other manner. So this is a very good document that's been prepared, which should be shared by all, and I hope the government will take this seriously and thereby reduce the number of cars on the road, which has been proved by just 30 buses that today ply. And imagine the change would have had if we have 300 buses, or at least 100 to start with. You will see the change in the thing. This is what I was asking for, and it has been answered by the society under Isawa and Lalo. So that is one point. The other point is, only buses, we need roads. So recently during the MDC elections, in my constituency, almost every road was dug up because the nalas, the drains had to be made more better, roads had to be surfaced. I told the House, the Honorable Minister, Deputy Chief Minister, that we needed it many years ago. You have to improve the roads, you have to widen the roads. There are two areas where the roads can be, where the widening can be done, and that is in Lapalang village and Rinja. Rinja, where the PNT post office is. If we write to the department, they will give us the land, and that place can be expanded, whereby we ease the traffic woes that happen around this junction, and even the agricultural land in Lapalang, where the Honorable Minister of Agriculture at that time, I think Kongam Preen was there. We had tried to work together, but somehow something didn't materialize. I would request the Chief Minister to kindly look into this also, because this will help mobility and ease congestion of Shillong city. Like I claimed in the last session, that to enter Shillong you have to pass Nong Thumai, and to enter into New Shillong you have to pass Nong Thumai. So unless this bottleneck is cleared, with the intention of clearing the roads, not helping me, but the people of the state, of the people who live around it, it will be a great boon to ease congestion, and the talks of congestion and traffic jams every day will somehow slowly start disappearing. This is what we want to see, sir. Yes, sir. About the ropeway that is going to be built. I understand we need it. And the Chief Minister took 45 minutes explaining to us about how we protect everything. But one thing that was a little disturbing to me was that when you have a forest cover on both sides, and you have a fire line that actually stops the fires from spreading from one part of the forest to the other, that's the normal practice all over the world. But if you put the ropeway on that stretch, what happens if the ropeway gets burned then? It will be a major infrastructure loss. Perhaps some system must be there, otherwise they wouldn't have thought of this idea, but just came to my mind, so I would want that clarification on that. And the other, sir, is the construction of the bridge from MES to Umpling, and then entering New Shillong. I would believe a proposal has been put up, the estimates have been done. I'd like to know the status of that.
Your allotted time is going to be up. Please kindly wind up.
I will, sir. So that's also, since we will have more time on different occasions to speak, I would once again thank the Governor for his address and hope that the things I have raised will be taken into consideration. Thank you.
Thank you.